Hello, welcome to ToyMatt, channel where I take vintage toys, compare them to their modern reproductions or counterparts. For more ToyMatt content, check out my various social medias shown on the screen now. But now, let's get on to today's video. Today, I'm going to be doing a little repair. So, a couple weeks ago, I did a video on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I broke one of my original Raphael's Sais while it was stuck in his hand. The plastic just kind of crumbled to bits. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to repair and reinforce it. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these files and I'm going to clean up the edges and the mating surfaces. I am then going to reinforce it by taking a length of this safety pin and drilling into each end of the Sai, and then gluing and inserting the safety pin so that there is a strong reinforcement through the shaft of the Sai. So let me get started with some of the filing. I learned these skills from modeling wargaming miniatures. A lot of miniatures used to have parts that were like metal on plastic or some very heavy metal parts, and reinforcing them was pretty much all that you could do to make sure that they had enough stability to stay together while transporting and, playing on a table, or, heaven forbid, suffering that drop, which really sucks. But yeah, I'm just filing the what's going to be the mating surfaces. And trying to smooth that all out. Get this complete Sai. We'll take a look at that later. We'll have a little compare of the repaired Sai and the original. But yeah, just filing this, smoothing it off so that we can get a decent mating surface. Just trying to clean up some of the plastic, the plastic filings. It's really frustrating when a vintage toy like this, especially the freaking accessories, break like this. Because it's like, hey, there is one less of these in the world now. And I know there's millions of these things out here. I'm going to clip off this little bit of a sprue flash. A sprue, in the parlance, is the frame that the injected molded plastics come out on. And the flash is just like the little bits of extra. It can be either from the frame, or it could be a little bit of leakage through the molding process. All right, let's got that. Let's try to scrape a little bit this. There we go. It's like a lot of weapons like these, like the later G.I. Joe weapons came on sprues. It's like, there are, there's the sprue, and then, does the sprue have any collector value? I don't know. And, taking that weapon off the sprue, the little extra bits, how much effort being put into clean that up is too much. How much is damaging the accessory? All right, so I'm going to take this little hand drill, frequently called a pin vise, and I'm going to start drilling into the Sai handle. one thing you got to be very careful about is to make sure that it is straight, because you don't want to go out through the sides. You got to do your best to go straight into the side or into whatever you're drilling. And it's just a little, finger drill. And drilling, drilling, drilling. Drilling, drilling, drilling. Pulling out a little bit of the excess material. When you drill, or as I drill. Cleaning out the bit a little bit. Like just a little bit of farm material from previous use in there. All right, so let's see. Get that on camera a little bit better for you watching at home. And drilling, drilling, drilling. Drilling, drilling, drilling. I know this is exciting as watching paint dry. But don't worry, we're going to be watching glue dry. Compare the excitement of each. All right. Looks like you don't have to go terribly deep. All right, now going into the upper portion of the sign. Again, pretty much same process. Make sure that you've got a straight line going through so you don't come out the sides. Pull that out. I've got my little corkscrew of plastic there. All right. And it's a little bit more on the bottom. All right. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clip off a little portion of this safety pin. Again, it doesn't have to be terribly long. So, and now got to be careful so that this little piece of safety pin does not go shooting off to someplace else in your room. So I'm going to cover it a little bit, and bam. And you got a tool for this. Here is my little portion of safety pin. You can see that in the light, the tip of my finger. So now, just going to do a little test fit. Typically, like a paper clip, safety pin is good for this. So you don't need any like special. There's always this, trying to manipulate this tiny piece of metal. All right, so we have that. This, do I have this deep enough? Just about. Take this And drill a little bit deeper up here. Drilling, drilling, drilling. Drilling, drilling, drilling. So let's see if this works. A little bit more. Let's see how this fits now. Awesome. So now comes the super gluing portion. Let's get these out of the way. And super glue, usually just a little dab will do you. Then just hold it there for a second until it starts to firm up. And I think mostly there. Let's just clean that up a little bit. And there it is. And we're going to put that next to the original, which is on the right. And from that distance, you really can't tell. Obviously, when you look close up, you know, you'll be able to see the imperfections and how it doesn't line up right, and you know. But hey, this is good for shelf display. Probably not going to put this in Raphael's hands ever again, but it should sit well in his belt going forward. Cap up the super glue. But yeah, here is Raphael's complete sign and the repair that I just did. So tell me what you think, ToyMatt fans. Would you like to see more videos like this? I sure wouldn't, because, you know, I don't want to break my vintage toys anymore. But if it comes up again, would you like me to take a whack at it and show you guys? Mention in the comments or give me a shout out in the social media. And until next time, when I take two parts of a toy, put them back together on my ToyMatt.